Hey guys, it's Michael from cultureshockcollectibles.com, and today we are checking out the Future Fight, the Punisher War Machine armor. This is a 1/6 scale hot toy. This is the absolutely stunning package art for the figure, obviously with the Punisher chest armor there. When you slide the box open, you've got the polystyrene casing inside. With this cool front, and check out that bad boy. Alright, so we've got this bad boy out of the box, and the first thing I have to say about this figure is holy shit, it is heavy. Absolutely heavy, this figure. So obviously this is the die cast figure, the War Machine armor. There is a crap load of die cast through this figure. The chest part, or chest section here is plastic. There's a lot of die cast in the arms, both arms there. Through the waist there is a lot of die cast, and the legs pretty much are full die cast. Head obviously is plastic. Looking at the back, absolutely stunning armor. Some more die cast through the legs and through the waist. So yeah guys, if you're going to be displaying this, make sure you got a decent shelf or glass panel in your cabinet, because he weighs an absolute ton. So what's in the box? What do you get with this figure? You get, of course, the Frank Castle, depends where you're from, head sculpt, which is absolutely awesome, looking mean as hell, as you can see. Great jawline there, Frankie, as well. What else is in the box? There is a whole bunch of different hand sculpts, which I'll place down here for you. All different open and close sort of hands, right and left. The first is your closed fist. No articulation through that, but you can see that you can see the blasters and all that through that. So it's sort of got an open wrist or hand cover. You've got your open hand. Once again, oh, actually there's articulation in all the fingers, which is awesome. Standard sort of Iron Man War Machine open palm. Pretty cool. And you've got a second one as well. All right, so we're checking out some of the accessories here on the Punisher War Machine armor. The fun doesn't stop with just hand and head sculpt. You get this absolutely stunning Punisher War Machine armor stand with some wicked artwork on it. And of course, Frank Castle wouldn't be complete without some arsenal. You've got two different sort of guns that will sit up, obviously, on the shoulder just here. The Torrent sort of style gun, mini Torrent sort of machine gun, and then the standard sort of War Machine gun, similar to the Predator shoulder gun as well. That will sit on the opposite shoulder. Just having a look at the detail in this gun, you got some sort of paint chipping and stuff like that, which is super cool. Absolutely digging that. Some sort of casing there, probably sort of to mimic bullets, and a whole bunch of different blast effects that will connect to obviously the torrent guns that sit on his shoulders. A couple of different ones here. Bit of a thicker one right there. Really cool detailing on these too. Great colouring, which are super awesome. I don't know if you can see that. You can sort of see the shards there. And of course another one. So some pretty cool effects that come alongside the 2 torrent guns that you get for the shoulders. Also included in the pack are of course the batteries and little tweezers and toolkit that come with the figure. Obviously for the effects that this bad boy has in the obviously the head sculpt, and also of course your standard crotch hugging stand that comes with almost every Hot Toy. And even Hot Toys have mentioned just how heavy this bad boy is. I was looking at the instruction manual before I opened it and saw this really awesome graphic. Oh no, I've dropped my figure. Figure is heavy in weight, please handle with care. So yep, you've been warned. Watch out with this bad boy because if you've been messing around with some of the arsenal that comes with the War Machine Punisher armor, and as you can see, the torrent gun on the shoulder, you've got the bullet casing and housing that flies out the side, which is really cool. This back section right here, you can actually spin it, so you can have this heading in any direction that you actually want. I just put it to the side just for this video. I've added in, of course, the firing effect to the torrent gun. It just all clips in there. You've just got to line it up correctly. And of course the other gun on the opposite shoulder, you can also attach this effect right here. It just literally has the same shape as the barrel of the gun and it can clip on there. I have also popped in these rockets that go into the armor. They have magnets on them, so you can quite literally just pull them out like so. Got some cool red paint work on there, and then they literally just flick in. Just like any or most Iron Man or War Machine armors that you can get, the front chest plate is actually removable. And as you can see, there is the lighting effect right there in the arc, and some really great effects around it. And of course, just a bit of a closer look at how stunning that Punisher skull looks. Some great paintwork. As you can see, that you got lots of chipping and weathering on there. The eyes have an actual lens that is over them, and as you can see, which makes it a little bit cooler. And of course, some more skulls and logos there on the side. Looking at some of the other sort of weaponry, got your arm gauntlets, which are awesome. And they actually come with these sort of little machine gun style accessories that you can clip in as well to the arms, as you can see there. And with those, you can then obviously attach the effects as well. So let's give some posing a go with this figure. I'm not going to throw in the all the batteries at the moment, but from what I can see, you've got a area here with the arc lights that will light up the eyes on the War Machine Punisher helmet light up, and they're just insertable through this little panel up here. And I believe there might be one in the arm. Let's take a bit of a closer look at that. But like I said before, all the batteries, screwdriver and tweezers. Okay, so I'm a complete liar, and I did decide to put in some of the batteries, getting there slowly. What an absolute pain in the ass. And these tweezers, about as useless as they come. Just saying. So as you can see, I've put in the batteries into the arms. They literally go in straight under here. Takes 3 batteries that are an absolute pain in the ass to get in. Did I mention that? And you can see the other arm beam there. Now going to throw in the head batteries. They are hidden under this little section of helmet. All right, so I've popped in the batteries here to all the lights on the War Machine and armor. Of course, as I mentioned before, you've got the arm pulses there, the eyes, which look awesome with the red, and the chest armor. Unfortunately, I thought maybe the light would be powerful enough to sort of give some sort of effect to the eyes, but it's not. So you can see the arc reactor there is lit up, but it's not gonna light that up. That's what I was sort of hoping for, like a bit of light to come through, but it's just too far down for it to actually do that. And believe it or not, guys, while putting in the batteries, and this is the reason why I hate putting in these tiny batteries, I somehow managed to drop the screw out of the back chest piece section. It bounced on the desk and went into my keyboard. How the hell that is possible, I don't know, but it's gonna be fun fishing that out a little bit later. Another fun project. One thing I also discovered when posing this is you can actually clip the bullets into the back of the armor there, which is cool if you don't want it just sort of hanging out. But that is obviously up to you. So I'm gonna throw this little piece back on. Unfortunately, like I said, the eyes do not light up, and I still haven't worked out why, but this part of the armor actually goes in. I'm not sure why. If anyone knows, I'd love for you to message me and tell me. I'm sure it's some sort of effect or it does something, but I'm just not sure what. So guys, overall this figure is absolutely stunning. As I mentioned, super heavy, and absolutely stunning in every which way possible. I will obviously play with the Frank Castle head sculpt as well and throw some photos up of that. But if you can get your hands on this figure, I highly recommend that you do. Unfortunately, we are sold out on cultureshockcollectibles.com, so it really is whatever's out there in the wild. Australian suppliers are completely sold out of this figure as well, so hopefully you can find one out there somewhere with someone, but definitely do yourself a favor. If you're an Iron Man collector or a War Machine collector or just a Punisher fan, get your hands on one of these bad boys. I cannot wait to get this thing in the cabinet and mess around a little bit more with the actual posing of it. Don't forget, you can check out cultureshockcollectibles.com for all your hot toy needs. We've got a whole bunch of wicked new figures and heaps of awesome figures coming in soon. So yeah, yell out, of course, if you know what that little section there does. I'd love to know. Overall, I'll give this figure an 8 out of 10. Visually stunning, super heavy. Probably the only letdown for me is just a little bit of the posability in the legs. It's very stiff, so obviously just be a little bit careful as well when you're posing that. Besides that, no major downfalls to it. Would have loved to have seen some sort of maybe Frank Castle style accessories, not just from obviously Future Fight, but you know, the shotgun, you know, some of those standard awesome pieces of arsenal that Frank Castle is known for. But overall, amazing figure. So do yourself a favor and get your hands on one of these bad boys.